Welcome folks to the channel, Clunkers and Classics. This is going to be episode 9. If you want to watch the other 8 episodes and what else I've been working on, just click Clunkers and Classics, the name, and then click videos, and they should all come up. If you haven't subscribed yet, right in the bottom right corner of the screen there's a little red subscribe thing. Just click that. Doesn't cost anything, it's free, and you'll be notified of all new videos and stuff like that coming up. And eventually we'll get this done. I don't know how far we're at now. We're probably like halfway, or well, probably not even that, but you never know how many unexpected things are gonna show up. Well, it's just like that last video was supposed to be a video about the interior, getting that done, and ended up finding all that cowl rust and all the water leaking in under the dash and everything. Had to fix all that. So, can't promise. I got a whole bunch of plans. This video will be for what I can get done in this car this week. It's Monday. What can I get done this week? I don't know. It's supposed to be 95 degrees and sunny every day and humid as hell. So right now it's 7:30 in the morning. So I'm going to be working out here until I'm just drenched in sweat and can't take it no more, and then probably come out later before it gets dark and get some more done. I am going out later once I can't work no more in the sun, to see if I can get a windshield for this. So we'll most likely get the windshield done this week. I'm pretty sure someone makes it, because the guy I order it through gets it from Dallas. So if Dallas doesn't have it, nobody has it. And I've already heard people saying they can get new ones. Okay, so we're gonna rub it. Right now it's jacked, as you can see, it's jacked up. I've had that transmission pan gasket and filter and everything here for a while. I'm gonna crawl under there, get that changed. I'm pretty sure the fluid, in that one video we changed the shifter shaft seal, and that thing had been drip. It's just I cleaned most of it up, but it hasn't leaked since, and it was just black fluid. So I'll give you a look at the fluid once it's out. I'll show you underneath the floorboards there. It turned out really good under there. I didn't really, just some screws from doing the floor. Anyway, I'll show you that. And then the vinyl to redo the dash and the back deck should be in today. If not tomorrow, but it should be in today. Probably can't get to it till tomorrow. But before that, we're going to install the rear speakers in this rear deck. And so we got to pull out one little trim piece. All them little trim pieces there, I'm going to be painting black, like this metal here. That one. So anyway, that rear deck piece, we're going to take that off and cover it in black vinyl. But I got to put in the speakers before that. So we'll get that done. Then I bought 2. They're probably too big. They're 4-inch speakers. And I'm going to pull out this dash. Looks pretty easy. A couple of screws in the front, a couple of screws by the vents. This whole thing pops out as one unit. Then you can disconnect the padded dash. So I'm going to pull that out and see if I can fit in 4-inch speakers, because I bought a set from Wally Mart there. They were pretty cheap, same as those back ones. If not, I might see if I can find some little, I got a junkyard full of cars, see if I can find some little, well, I hate to put on used ones, little 2-inch or 3-inch little ones in the dash. If not, screw it and I'll put them in the kick panels of the door. Well, I'm not going to tear up the door panels, but somewhere where I could rig up some front speakers. Okay, I still got to figure out what to do with this headliner. I'm not sure yet whether I want to recover it. It's all warped, pushed down, but I heard if you take it out, turn it upside down and soak it with water, that it'll go back to form and let it all dry out. But I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that or not. And then I'd have to get some type of material to cover it or just paint it or something. So I'll think on that. We went over the weather strippings missing on that door. Last video we went over this weather stripping. I got the new roof rail. Got that in. And then I was talking about getting this. I guess it's only one company that makes this weather stripping for the door, and it's 230 bucks. Absolutely effing crazy. They're usually, you know, for Chevelle, Nova, that type of car, 40-50 bucks. 235 bucks for this. So I think I'm gonna wait on that because that's just too much of a shock to my system for that. That's just BS. Okay, you know, 135. I just barely. I had to get this done on the roof rail. So, and I searched and searched and searched. So that's best to, well, I guess just one company. They just put out a price you got to pay. 235 bucks, just crazy. So I'm gonna hold off on that for now. Eventually I'll have to get it, but shit, 235 bucks, I can get a whole exhaust system done for that. Never mind 2 little pieces of rubber. So when we do the, where's my, find the keys here. So I'm gonna clean out this trunk and put in them rear speakers back there. I have to crawl in there and do that. And then I'm gonna just spray a final coat of undercoating all over this trunk and make it look new, and put in the factory jack right here and the spare tire. And then I'll just probably have some little boxes of, this is the old carburetor and stuff, and then odds and ends I'm gonna put back on it. These deals here I can get new. Just about everyone on the parts cars either cracked or busted or something. But anyway, you can get these new. The red for the back, amber for the front. I'm gonna go ahead and order 4 of them. I don't know if this one was. See, there's just big cracks and stuff in them. So I can get them. The trunk weather strip, I think I'm just going to leave it. Because one of the best things about this car, this trunk has never leaked. And if you're a new viewer, this car sat since 1987. I'm pretty sure in a junkyard. And on the first video there, I got it running. And it runs pretty good. Another video, did some donuts with it. It runs and drives, did all the brakes, and well, you can go through all the videos, see what we got done up to this point. But for one thing, it never leaked in the trunk, sitting since '87, and it's glued on there really good. And I mean, I'm afraid to even look what a trunk rubber would cost for this, knowing the damn doors are $235. So I'm just gonna leave that on there. It looks in pretty good shape. Okay, so that's the plans. Probably gonna get a lot more than that done this week, but just for now, that's what we're gonna get done first. So anyway, I will be back in a little while with some updates. Okay guys, I got the transmission pan And this is what a car looks like after sitting for 30-40 years. There's a little bit of metal stuff there, but I don't know what this is. Look at this thick stuff. It looks like wheel bearing grease. Okay, and look how black this fluid is. See? That's why these cars shouldn't even be driven. You know, you see these revivals on YouTube. I've been sitting 20, 30, 40 years, and then they, you know, get them running and drive them for, you know, like Vice Grip Garage, 600, 800, 1,000 miles. It would be, it's just crazy to drive them, unless you just don't care about it. You know, it'd be crazy to drive a car any amount of miles with all this crappy fluid on here. I shouldn't even have done those donuts in the last video in my front yard with that fluid. But anyway, hopefully we haven't done no damage. That's the kit. They give me 2 gaskets. Looks like this one here will work. A filter. My dog's sniffing it, checking it out. Okay, so I just thought I'd show you that. I'm going to clean this out. It's got a few dents in it, and I'll probably bang them out. Clean it all up real good. Put all that back together. Fill it up with fluid. Watch out, pup. Get you under here while I got the camera rolling. I ran out of pour 15, so I got to order some more. A few little spots. I don't know how good you can see here. You can see them screws. That's where I screwed in that floor. See, there's a few little surface rust spots on the frame, and then right here at the bottom of the firewall, I get a pour 15. The floor itself doesn't. But I need to go over the little welds and everything. But anyway, that's the driver's side, if you remember, and that's where that transmission seal that I replaced was, right there. So I'm gonna get up there again when I get some more pour 15 and just do them little areas. Now, if you're wanting to do a real nice job, you can get a little die grinder, or just take them screws out and weld them up, or take a little die grinder and grind off the ends of them. I'm probably just gonna leave it like that because this, you know, this is my car. I'm not planning on selling it or nothing. Without getting a drip on the camera, you can see that filter's pretty nasty. Oh shit, it's hard as a rock. Okay, I don't know if we can get at the rest of the floor from under here. It's pretty cramped. Probably can't see over there. Well, the other side will probably just look like that. But I'll just give you a peek under there. I'll eventually get it all black under here, make it look real nice. I mean, I've got the rest of the car underneath looking real good. Just got to redo these floorboards here, just with a little pour 15 and then some undercoating. Okay, so I'll be back with an update a little bit later. Okay guys, a little update. I got all the transmission fluid changed. That little deal that I said looked like wheel bearing grease, that was a magnet. So I cleaned all that up, put it all on there, went on there real easy. Okay, here's the vinyl I got in. Big old piece of black vinyl. I've been letting it sit out in the sun to unfold it. And you use that to recover the rear deck and the dash. There's a little one-horse town near me. Nobody has any of that stuff, so I had to order it from eBay. I also did a transmission fluid change and filter and everything on my Jeep here. I'm fixing to take it to Colorado for vacation in about a month. I'll be making some videos there, doing some Jeep trails up there in Black Bear Pass up near Telluride. Okay, so now I'm here's these speakers that I got from Wally Mart. What are they? 300 watt peak, 75 watts RMS. That's them there. I think they're about $29.95. And then these are these little 4-inch ones, which I don't know will fit in a dash or not. Okay, so just under there, and you can see the holes or not, but it lines up perfectly. Even the holes line up on the factory deal. So I'm fixing to do that. The back deck has got I have to move all this out of the way. Got these little, I guess they're factory. They may not be, little grills. I don't know if I'll keep them or put them ones that came with the speakers. Anyway, I'm fixing to pull all that out and recover it. Do that first and then do the dash. So it's starting to get dark now. I didn't get a lot done today. Oh, went down to my windshield guy who gets them from Dallas, and he called in, said a girl answered and says, no, we don't have it. Don't have one for that. So then after he hung up, he says, well, he says, the problem is, he says, a whole bunch of idiot girls that answer the phone there. And he goes, I can call back in an hour, get another girl, and she'll say, yeah, I have it. So they're pretty stupid or something. They don't know what they're doing there. So he said he'll call me later. He hasn't. So I'm going to check tomorrow. If he can't get one, I guess I'm going to have to pull the one off that RT parts car. So, because that's the only one I got that isn't correct. So it looks like I'll have to do that. Okay, so I'll be back with an update tomorrow morning. Okay guys, I'm about to wrap up the speakers in the back deck. Here's the speakers, and I'm fixing to hook them up with the wiring and run it out. You can see that wiring harness there, and run it out through the, I'll show you on this side. Zip tie it on that harness that comes out there, and all the way up the driver's side and up under the dash, and then I'll leave the wires hanging behind the radio. So when I put in another stereo, I can do that. Okay, like I said, they line right up with the holes, factory holes. This one here is kind of weird. It just tilted a little bit, but and then it has a little soundproof barrier thing on there, so I just left that on there. This back insulation is pretty brittle. It'll just come apart if I try to take it off. So what I'm gonna do is cut up some pieces from a parts car and just kind of block this off from whatever fumes coming in from the trunk. Now the back deck, it looks like this was some type of silicone or something. Had some strips on there. This piece here, I couldn't figure out how to get it off. It's loose, but I didn't want to break anything, so I just kind of painted that the way it sits, and then the deal slides right underneath there. Okay, so this is the deck covering, and I cut out the holes for the speakers. Here's where that bead of silicone or something is. So I guess that was a dead bug. So I glued it all on there, and I put some tape around the edges to hold it while it dries. But yeah, I don't know why it needs it, but I guess I'll put some silicone there before I put it on. And then I'll just I painted these black grills, and they just kind of snap in snap in these little holes here. They just snap in the cardboard. So I'm going to snap them in, put some silicone, and then slide it in. And I would assume these are factory since they fit so good. So I guess I'm going to use them. I mean, I could use these big ones that came with it, and they would stick up and above it, but I'll just put the factory ones on there. So anyway, I'm going to finish that up, and then I'll come back and show it to you, and then I'm going to get going on this dash. So I'll be back. Okay guys, this is what the completed back deck looks like. I think it came out pretty good. Now this front one, there's a couple of Phillips here and here, and then underneath there's a bunch of 8mm, and you gotta open the glove box and get the other two. Okay, then up by the heater vents, there's 2 there and 2 on the other side. Get all them loose and the whole thing comes out as one unit. And then you just take off these little, there's 4 of them. These 4 here. So I'm fixing to do that and try to recover this best I can. I'll clean this black metal up, probably paint it. There's a little bit of surface rust there. Okay, so there's 2 speakers in there, and that's kind of weird because there was 2. There wasn't 2 in the back. There was never 6x9 speakers in there, but somebody obviously put these 2 little ones in there. I don't think my 4-inch will fit, so I might have to maybe buy a couple of more that will fit. So I'm gonna leave all this out till I replace the windshield. I didn't hear back from my windshield guy, so it looks like I'm gonna have to take the one out of the other RT. I hate to, but I'm gonna take that one out and then put this old cracked one in there, and hopefully it won't get leak a bunch of rain and ruin anything more than it's already ruined. Other than that, I did order carpet from Rock Auto. It ended up being $151 shipped with shipping and tax and everything. And that should be in a few days, although I got to get the rest of this done here first. I just want to make sure that new windshield's in there and sealed up real good too. Make sure there's no water coming from there. But anyway, I'll be back with some more updates later. Okay guys, I want to show you how I'm repairing this dash before I cover it. You can see where it was cracked. Well, all them areas like that are going to be puffed up, not flat. So you got to use a razor blade like this, and you got to cut them till it's flat. Okay, so all these. So after it's flat, I'm just filling it in with body filler, Bondo. Okay, this is the first coat, and then I scuffed it down, and I'm fixing to put another little coat on there, and then get it all nice and flat. And this piece here where the little chunk was missing. So that's how you prepare them before you recover them. So, because if you recovered it over top, it'd look all lumpy and stuff. So I just thought I'd show you that. I'll be back. Okay guys, I got the dash smoothed out, but instead of recovering it right at this moment, here's the windshield out of the RT parts car, and I am fixing to do the windshields. You can see the windshield on the car here. First thing you use, I'll just show you real quick how to do it. Use this deal here underneath the trim, and those clips, you just push it up and pull it at the same time, and they'll come right out. Okay, let's go over to the parts car, and if you remember in my other videos, the doors were locked shut, jammed. I got the passenger side open, but I destroyed it. But I do have another passenger door. There's a door here. I had to pry it apart to get at the latch. I don't know, I'm gonna have to... Okay, so I'm gonna be robbing... I have another back seat, and I thought it was red like this one, but it's actually purple. So I'm going to take the back seat out of this one, as long as I can get it out without busting it or cracking it, and I'll wash it. This back deck here, it doesn't have those grills on it. Anyway, I'm going to get as much trim pieces as I need off this, and these are the seats that are going in it. Passenger side's not too bad, but the driver's side needs to be recovered for sure. And I do have other door panels from another car, so I got nice red back seat, nice red door panels. Okay, so here's where the windshield I just took off. Now what you use is use this deal here. It's a big long knife. I think I got it off eBay, like 16 bucks. And you just reach in there, because this is that soft, it ain't that new urethane. It's that soft butyl, I guess, not butyl tape, but it's anyway, it cuts real easy with one of these knives. You just reach in there and just go across like that on the inside. Of course, if you're saving one, be very careful that you don't crack the glass. So it took me a little while just to go over this real good so it just pops off. And then I'll put my cracked one back in this one and tape it up, so hopefully it won't get any more water damage than it already has. This one was pretty rusted up under here. I don't know if it had any holes on it in it. It might have, yeah. See this hole here? And you couldn't even tell from the outside. So once I get mine off, there's another hole here. Once I get mine off, I'll check it. There was no rust here, just on the top. That's why I want to check on mine, see if there's any rust at the bottom or the top. Fix all that before I put another windshield in. I did find a new windshield online. It was 200 and something and 200 and something to ship it. So it was actually $500 shipped. And they said it was in stock. But I'm not paying no 500 bucks. So anyway, I'll be back in a little while with some more updates. Okay, I got the windshield out of the RT, pulled out, ready to put on. Got the old windshield out. It looks pretty good rust-wise, other than this one spot right here. Got a little hole in it. And I think I'm gonna put this windshield in with the urethane, and I'll probably just pack that hole with urethane. And then I think I can save most of these clips. If not, I'll have to put a little urethane on them to hold them. And the side here looks pretty good. These are where little 3-inch speakers should go. But then again, even though it had some in here, I don't know how they heard them. Because there should be, you would think to be some type of grill here. Like this. So I don't know if if I should get some 3-inch speakers and then drill some holes in there or what. But this is where the center speaker is supposed to go. If it's just a mono, that's what the other RT has. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. I can put them speakers in later, just be easier to put them in right now. But I can put them in after the windshield. So that's what I'm fixing to do. I think I'm going to sand these areas down here and paint this black, little area black here before I, and then probably put on the moldings and everything. Just leave them on when I paint the whole car. The other thing I got is my little jack construction deal off of eBay. I'm not exactly sure if that's supposed to go there or the factory one's supposed to be a little smaller, because it looked like on this side there was a spot for something, looked like some old adhesive, but it couldn't fit there because of this overflow of sealant. So I just stuck it here. Oh well, if it's not right, it's not right. I put some undercoating on the trunk, but it must have been old stuff or something. Some Rust-Oleum trunk undercoating, and it didn't spray very good. Anyway, I'm going to try to get that a little bit better. Put the spare and the jack and everything back in there. So anyway, I'll be back when I get this windshield in. Okay guys, I got the windshield in. Still got morning dew on it, but I had it cleaned up yesterday. It looked pretty good. So I just used the newer urethane in there instead of the old stuff. And the secret, when you put a big bead on there, then you push it down, set it in there, use this putty knife and go around the edges and push it all in, because a lot of times you get little air bubbles in there, and you'll get, or not air bubbles, but little gaps that'll cause wind noise. So I went around all the edges while it was still wet and smushed it all down in there. A lot of times right before I put the moldings on, I'll put a bead of silicone in there too, mainly to strengthen up some of these weak clips. I had a bunch of new clips from my Chevelle, so I put a bunch of them in there. They look like the same size, like this one here. So we'll see if they'll snap on there. That's why I'm gonna sand all around this edge here and paint it all black around there. Then put the moldings on. Make sure they're clipped in and on there and not loose. And then when I paint the car, I'll just, just like this one here, I'll just sand around it. The other thing I found of one of the water leaks is this quarter window. I think it was the quarter panel, or the last video I think it was, or the video before, where I found out that this quarter panel had been replaced at some point. Well, when they did replace it, they put some type of caulking in here that was just disintegrated. I actually took an air blower and most of it just blew out. So anyway, I packed in this with urethane here, because what I was getting was water back here, and there was a puddle of water right back down here in the quarter panel, but not on the other side, just this side. And that's why this new quarter panel rotted out here. Okay, so the other quarter panel was really tight. Do I have this? I taped that one back up, but this one wasn't leaking, had a factory seal around it. Now the spoiler, I used every clamp I had, if you can see that. Since I was doing the urethane, I put a bead of urethane between the deck lid and the spoiler and clamped it all down. Fixing to take all them clamps off, and hopefully it sticks. And I put a little bit here on this molding deal, was busted here, put a little bit there. What I'm going to do with these side windows, side louvers on the side windows, this chrome here, I think it's embedded in there with sealant or something, because I have some, when I bought a bunch of parts, some already off, and it has like clip type things that go in there, but they don't like snap on or anything like the windshield and back moldings. So I don't know if I could get them back on. What I don't like is these clips for these windows. These clips here, some of them are broke, especially on the other louver, and they're supposed to tuck up underneath here, but they're loose and I don't like them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint, sand it, prep, and paint all black, probably around, you know, about 3 or 4 inches all the way around there. And then I'm going to paint. This needs a lot of sanding. Sand and prep and paint the side louvers. And then I'm going to put a bead of urethane around here and urethane them in there. And then whenever I paint it, I'll just mask off this, the louver itself, and then paint from here out. I know I probably shouldn't do that, and I think there's a little bit of a gap before the window, so I can still clean the windows. I can get a little thing in there, you know. So that's the main thing. If you put on louvers permanently, it's hard to clean them louvers or underneath the louvers, but I think I can. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do also. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to get rolling today. See if I can find some 3-inch speakers. I think this is the one that came off of it. See if I can find some of these off another car and mount them in there. That way I can put that dash together. I need to get the little harness for the clock from the other RT. It's a little harness that comes down and goes near the fuse block. Okay, so I'm going to get some more done. I'll be back with an update. Okay guys, here, show you the new carpet. It's one of the name brand ACC. Proudly made in the USA. World's leading manufacturer of carpets. Okay, cheapest place I could find it was $151 shipped through Rock Auto. So you might want to remember that. Cheaper than eBay. And this is it here. This will be up the front and the back. I just laid it out here, let the sun kind of flatten it out a little bit. It's got the padding, comes with the padding on it. So I don't think I'll put any insulation on it or anything. Yeah, here's a little. This fits 76 to 80 Aspen 2-door auto. I think I've used this before on my Chevelle ACC. Pretty good. So I think that'll be good enough for now. Of course, you got to cut the holes and everything for the seat belts, but that's okay. But it'll be a while before I put that in. I got a bunch of other stuff to do. Here's my dash. I covered. Turned out pretty good. I got a little, it's really hard to stretch. You see a few little spots on there, but that's okay. It's better than what it was. Some guy had commented he had a new one he'd sell me for $400, so figure I'd save $400. But anyway, I'm going to order 2 new speakers through eBay, I think, because I don't think any place in this one-horse town sells speaker other than Walmart. So I'm going to order them through eBay. So it'll be a while before I put this. Probably be next video when I show this dash. Well, I'll paint that metal part black and mount this to it and just set it in there. But I want to mount speakers and wire them up before I permanently put it back on. So anyway, I'll be back with some more updates. Okay, I've been robbing parts off this other RT. All underneath the back seat was all a big rat's nest. I started taking off some of the trim and everything. I got that door open by taking the door panel off. But these are the buckets here. Of course, the passenger side needs to be recovered. And the other parts are over here. I've been cleaning up. I'll go over here and take a look. Been pressure washing them. But not all the red parts are good. So this one here is busted right there. If you can see that or not. So I'm gonna have to use one white one. I wanted to get all red, but so I guess I'll paint them black. I'll have to get some black trim paint. They're pretty faded anyway. Some more trim pieces there. Now this is the back seat I wanted to use. The top's okay, but this bottom one is completely rotted right where it mounts, right here. And it's not from water, it's from rat piss. It was filled with so it's really this piece of trim, this piece of metal right here, just all collapsed. I had to take a crowbar to get it out. So I don't know if I could rebuild that seat or take this whole cover off and put it on another base. Because the upholstery's not bad on it, except for right underneath here where the rats ate that piece. Like I said, I have another back seat, but it's more purple color. So I can't have a purple back seat, red door panels, and black trim. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to have it all one color, or at least just black and red. So anyway, I'll be figuring out that. I got the little harness for my clock. I just got this sit on there. And look at that. Just the little things that make me happy. Okay, so I think that's all I got for now. I said I'm going to be painting around black around the edges on this, around the windshield. Get all this trim put on. This chrome here is dented up here and here, but the other chrome on the other car is all beat in here. So not much I can do about that. I'll just have to leave that old one on there. I do got two nice, the other parts are in this old mobile home shed. The purple seat and then the real nice red door panels. So we'll have red door panels on it. But I don't think I can get some red paint to match, to paint them plastic panels with. But anyway, I'll figure something out. It's about 100 degrees out. I got to run out and do some errands. But I'll be back when I can get some more stuff done. Okay, folks, show you what I got going on here. I am going to use the red panels, and I'm not going to paint them. Some of them are faded, especially these two big ones here. These get all warped. They go like this. And what happens is this little piece of metal that it's supposed to be attached to, it's like it's melted into the plastic or something. It just fell off. So I urethane them on there. Didn't take much to hold it. We'll see what happens here. Yep, looks like it stayed on there. And this one had a crack that kind of went through, so I put some urethane there. And around the edges here. It ain't gonna look very good, but that's, the white ones weren't any better shape. So, you know, who knows, maybe later I'll come across another car, another interior or something that I could use. But for now, I'm just gonna put all this back together. I have to put the chrome type deals, these little deals here, I get a urethane them on, they just fell off. So once I get all this off, I'm just going to urethane them on there and then mount them in there. I painted all around the windshield here this morning. I'm fixing to probably put a bead of silicone around there and put those moldings on. Make sure they're going to clamp and stick and not fall off and not be loose and all that stuff. And like I said, I'm just going to mask it up when I go to paint the whole car. I was going to paint around here, but there was a rust spot here that was weak, and I had to beat that in, and then I put some of that Dynaglass on there. I sprayed some rust neutralizer in there and then put some stuff on there. So I was gonna, plus this is the paint that's all screwed up from when they painted the quarter panel. So I gotta strip all this down to the metal, prime it all, and then paint all that black. So I'll probably do this and the back window. You can see the little rust and stuff around here. I'm gonna take off all this chrome from the back. In the other car, I did find another molding. So I guess I will replace this molding here. It's got one little ding on it. So I'll replace that. I'll show you what I got on over here. I just set this out here to dry this morning. I hope none of this stuff, no, it's just all dust. I drilled holes in here for the tweeters. They take 3.5-inch tweeters. This goes right here. Measure them off. So I drilled all them. Tweeters should be in, well, tweeters, they're 3.5-inch speakers. I don't know if they're speakers or tweeters, but I put a little bit of paint underneath there too. A little bit of surface rust. But anyway, I'm going to attach the dash to this and set it in there. I'm not going to mount it in there permanently until I get them tweeters in. What else did I get going here? Yeah, that'll go in right in there. There's where the tweeters go. I'm going to wire them in. I guess I'll have to round up the stereo. Go get a good stereo that'll fit. Might as well put that in. I took the other cardboard, or not cardboard, whatever, this insulation stuff off the other car and then sealed it up. I just kind of put that masking tape to hold it while I put the seat in. So I think that's it. I'm going to start putting all this trim and stuff back in there. I still haven't decided what to do about that rear seat. I can either try to rebuild the bottom of that one or take all the upholstery off and put it on another base. But anyway, that's the update. I'll be back when I have another one. Okay guys, I got it all ready to put the seat in. These little chrome deals here, they had all shrunk. That's why they don't fit in the corners. Same with this side. Now you can see where this side was busted here. I got some of that urethane behind it. But they're just crappy pieces. I didn't want to bother painting them or nothing. Anyway, the rear package tray deck thing looks good. But other than that, the rest of it looks kind of crappy. But that's all I can do. Like I said, I may come across another one of these cars with better parts, but who knows. Okay, let me get the dash. We'll put that in. I'm not sure what to do about the headliner. I'm just going to leave it for now. I'm not sure about soaking it down and trying to flatten it out. But, you know, maybe eventually down the road I will. Oh, I got red sun visors I'm going to put in too. They're in pretty good shape. It's even got the little sticker about engine start and stuff on the inside of the driver's side. Okay, here's the put it out here so you can see it a little bit better. It's still sticking up a little bit in that deal there. But anyway, that's it attached to the metal. Nice shiny black. Okay, I'm gonna stick that. I'm just gonna stick it in until I get them speakers in. I'm just gonna lay it there. Anyway, it looks 100% better. You can still see where those little cracks were, but I didn't do a real good job on it, but it's good enough. Better than spending 400 bucks on one. Same with the windshield. My new used windshield. Gonna get a little cement stuff there to attach that rear view mirror. Run my speaker wires. I was gonna show that. But anyway, I just followed the whole deal, tucked them in the factory. And I just got the loose wires up there. And I'll do the same with the front. And then I'll round up a stereo. I got a whole bunch of aftermarket stereos in some junk cars, but I don't know. I got some fancy newer Chrysler ones. I might try to wire one in. Whatever fits in this hole. Okay, so I think that'll be it. I still got to decide what to do about that bottom seat piece. Whether to put in that purple, I don't know, purplish, wineish, burgundy-ish color back seat, or fix that red one that matches this red. Matches the red front seats as well. I don't want to looking too bad. But anyway, yeah, I'm just waiting on some connections to connect them wires to the speakers. But that's where they run in there, and I don't think there's any openings once the rear seat's in there. So anyway, I think this video is getting kind of long. It's now Sunday, so I've been working on it over, you know, what, 7 days now, off and on, not 8 hours a day or nothing. So anyway, I guess I'll wrap up this video, and next video, see this piece here, I don't know if that's hail or what, but it's all warped right there, dented and then right there. So I got to fix all that and this before I paint this area to urethane this deal on here, like that. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this up. We've got quite a bit done. That interior, you know, it takes 10 times longer to put it in than it does to take it out. And I probably should have painted these jambs before I put this on, but I think I can get around it. I should have. But that's next video. We're going to paint all these jambs, all around the door jambs and the red door panels. Paint all this black. Paint these black. Urethane them on there. Oh, I did show you the windshield here. I got all the chrome. They all clipped on there pretty good. I didn't put no silicone on there. I don't think it needs it. Usually I do. But anyway, it's on there. Yeah, see, even these little moldings here aren't very good. They're all kind of, these ones here, they're all faded and stuff too, but at least they weren't broke like the other ones. And they kind of bubble out. Okay, so at least we got the windshield done. Got the dash recovered, the package tray recovered. I get the spoiler mounted this video. We got a bunch of little stuff done. Next video will probably be the same way, buttoning up. Well, we'll get the carpet installed. I'm not sure. We got one upholsterer in this town. I don't know if I can catch him. He keeps doctor's hours. Whether he can do that one, at least the one seat, maybe both of them. If not, I'll probably just mount them in there for now. Put some cheap seat covers over them. But yeah, we got a lot of cutting for that carpet. We got to cut out for the whole console, seat belts, these seat belts, these ones. I got the red console and the black console over here. Whichever one's gonna look better. No, this crap's kind of. But anyway, we're gonna mount all that next video. Do the carpet, mount everything in the interior. Be completely done. And then probably start on some body work and whatever little stuff needs to go. I like to save the paint and body till last, but whatever parts I can get in. I'm fixing to order the exhaust system. If any of you guys know which headers, I'm about to ask on some of the forums there, what headers fit on this 360 that I don't have to bang around and make fit, because it looks pretty tight on that driver's side, steering column and stuff in the way. If you guys know a brand that fits perfectly, let me know, because I can, you know, I don't mind getting a do-it-yourself erector set X-pipe thing there. I did that on my Chevelle. It turned out really good. But of course I got headers to fit it perfectly. So yeah, I'd like to do that. I'd like to get the headers and get the whole exhaust system done. So I have to buy all that and tires. Not sure about the rims yet, whether I want to clean them up and paint them. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up for now. I'll talk about more of that on the next one. So, yeah, like, comment, subscribe. The bottom right corner, little red subscribe thing, just click that. And appreciate y'all watching. And we will see y'all next video.